Welcome back to Instabills, again going over our daily update on our intraday swing and long perspective here again as we do sit on a pullback testing our 20-day moving average again after our engulfing candle that we did mention we would have a follow through with and be retesting our 20-day more likely with. That's exactly what happened. Again, where exactly are we headed from here as we are leading to CPI, our inflation report on Tuesday, looking for that possible bullish candle structure on the upper end of our channel that we have been looking for. I'm going to go over exactly what we're looking for here. Hit the like button if you enjoy, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and if you are a day trader, if you're looking for pre-market news before market open, looking for those major volatile breakouts that you want to be watching throughout the day, go to instabills.com in the description below, and for only $15 a month, you will never miss a breakout alert today. Again, let's jump into this one. So jumping into the SPY with you guys here again, looking at our intraday perspective off the bat, looking at our daily candle structure. Again, this is our recent momentum. As you guys can see, from Wednesday into Thursday, we had our engulfing candle, a pullback, mentioning that we would have a bounce here on our 20-day moving average. So we are bouncing here, again, leading into CPI on Tuesday. What we are looking for, again, we want to see a continuation on decreases in inflation. And the reason why is because, again, our recent Fed rate hike, Powell was mentioning that it is possible that we do have an increase in rates that could come in the future if, again, inflation happens to show that we are entrenched, and that would be a possible increase in CPI this coming Tuesday that would cause that possible anticipation. So again, we could have that anticipation of a possible increase in Fed rate hikes to come, which would give us, in my opinion, a possible major sell-off, a major possible pullback that we would be looking to see if we can either hold our 50 from or possibly continue on lower from. So again, we will see exactly what Tuesday CPI comes out as. But again, we have been continuing on lower with the inflation reports. So again, if we do get that decrease in inflation, we will be bouncing off of our 20-day moving average, in my opinion, and getting that confirmation on that possible continuation on higher. Again, that is our intraday perspective, in my opinion, being cautious as we are leading into Tuesday. And the reason why we're going to be cautious here, especially to the upside, is because our 12 EMA on our MACD is now crossing, again, from yesterday, crossing lower here on the daily chart. We could continue on with this pressure to the downside. We could possibly drop down below our 20-day moving average here. And that, again, that would be because we had our 12 crossing below our 26. Again, if we were possibly going to cross down here and we were earlier on this possible cross, then we could assume that, again, playing to the upside is still plausible. But at this point in time, we are crossing lower. And so we are cautious to the upside intraday, looking to see exactly what CPI comes out as. If we get that confirmation on that continuation on higher, we'll have many good intraday plays to the upside. Although, again, if CPI does come out, again, higher than expected, then we will have that anticipation on Powell possibly giving us increase in rates. And again, that could be that confirmation on our 20-day curling back over and giving us a major sell-off. We'll see exactly what happens leading into Tuesday. But again, we do have our indecisive candle currently. We are not closing within our prior day's body. So again, very much here on consolidation, testing our 20 and looking to see exactly what CPI comes out as. Now, looking at the monthly chart, again, we have been talking about our long perspective and how it's very relative to how we look at our intraday and swing perspective here. Again, we had this candle almost full here earlier this week, but we also mentioned that we very much had to take in consideration that we are testing our 20-month moving average here. So again, assuming that we could have a rejection to the upside, we did get that rejection to the upside. Now, again, we are not closing this candle still yet. We are still moving within this candle, but at this point in time, we are showing, again, a rejection candle to the upside, an inverted hammer on that possible long perspective. So again, looking to see how this candle closes. We want to see a solid close here. We want to see a possible follow through on that close above our 20-month moving average to show that we can continue. And again, looking at our MACD will be key here if we're going to continue on higher long term. Our 12 EMA needs to cross above our 26 EMA to show that we are going to continue on with any strength here. That doesn't necessarily mean that every single price of every single stock will be back to where it was, but one thing that we will be watching out for definitely will be that 12 EMA and 26 crossing higher on the MACD. Now, looking back over our intraday perspective here, as you guys can see, the levels that we're looking for if we do continue on higher here, in my opinion, is to close above 416. Again, this is our prior sell-off point that we have been talking about. Again, this is a huge gap down that we had here, and we don't want this to be a false break here. We want to make sure that we do close above and continue on higher here with strength. Again, we do have our EMA lines above the median or MACD. We still have that capability of crossing with our 12 back above our 26. But currently, one thing that we have to consider here is that on the daily chart, we are crossing or just crossing with our 12 below our 26. Possible cool down here, possible momentum to the downside here if we do continue on with this sell pressure, as we do have an increase in sell pressure now coming in. But again, we do have CPI. This very much could be a quick, shorter amount of sell pressure that turns into a large amount of buy pressure that comes in real quick. So again, we'll see exactly how this plays out, but keeping that in mind going to next week, that we are cautious intraday, again, to the upside, as we do have our 12 and our 26 crossing lower. However, with CPI, we'll see exactly what happens. Again, Powell seems to think that CPI and inflation has peaked, and that we very much do need that increase in unemployment to continue on higher. So again, keeping that in mind as we are looking for that momentum going into this week will be very key. Now, again, with that said, if you are a day trader, if you're looking for pre-market news, very volatile breakouts that you want to be watching before market open, any breakout that is worth looking at throughout the day, we mentioned in the Instables room, go to instables.com in the description below. And for only $15 a month, you will never miss a breakout alert today again. And again, all of you Instables, I hope you guys are having a blessed weekend. Again, I'm going to be going over the market tomorrow on what we're going to be preparing for going into this week. Again, I appreciate you guys. God bless every one of you guys. And again, if you guys do like this video, it does help the channel grow, and I do appreciate it very much. And again, God bless you all, and I'll see you guys in the next video.